As someone who's made a hard pivot from STEM to hospitality, one of the things that I really appreciate is when the two worlds intersect. What I'm trying to get at is that in both science and wine, just by looking at the color of a specific solution or fluid or whatever, you can tell whether it's good or bad. Now, to give you some context, I am a tissue engineer by training, which means I do a lot of cell culture in the lab. Cell culture involves media. Media is essentially a solution that you provide cells with so that you can grow them in the lab. They can grow, expand, differentiate, do all the things. And down below, I'll show you like a healthy picture of what media looks like. But when your media is contaminated because there's bacteria in it or a fungal infection, then it changes color. You could just look at a dish or a plate and be like, that's contaminated. And here's just an example of one of probably my worst tissue culture plates in my entire PhD. So now, as someone who switched to hospitality, you also see that sort of with wine. So these two wines are the same wine, like the same varietal, the same vintage. However, one glass has wine in it that's been open for a couple of days, while the other one has been freshly opened. So it's really important for you to be able to spot this out as a hospitality person when you're serving a customer, but you could be serving them a bad wine. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily spoiled, but it just could be that it's not optimal. So anyway, I had a coworker pour a glass of wine from a bottle of Capron that I don't even know how long it's been. We usually don't keep bottles past a certain date. So when he poured the wine from this glass into a customer's glass, I saw it. I didn't say anything. I just saw it. I was like, you know, I haven't been in the lab, meaning in the winery. I haven't been here in like 5 weeks. So maybe something's off with my memory, but I'm like, that's giving more of like an opaque-ish, deep garnet color, which is not what I remember the Capron to be. I remember the Capron being more of this like translucent, deep ruby color. So after he pours the glass, I do my own research right here. And I'm like, oh yes, it's clearly different. The wine wasn't spoiled. It just was oxidized and it just wasn't at its peak. It was past its peak. So check your wine before you serve it. Cheers.